Welcome back to DIY Willy. Today we're going to work on the Mega Moto mini bike, the 224cc version. Alright. It's a hot day here in Southern California, but we got to get going on this anyway. So what I've got is I want to stiffen up the engine plate here, and my idea is to take some of this 3/4 inch, I think it's 1/8 flat bar, and I'm going to put it in 3 spots. I'm going to put it here along the edge, here along this edge, and right down here in the middle. And we'll stitch weld it. We'll probably weld the ones on the side 100%, and I'll probably weld them 100%, and that should really stiffen up the plate. This is also stitch weld, so I'll probably go ahead and run a continuous bead here, and on this side it's also stitch welded right here on the tube. So I'll probably make a piece that goes right here, or I should show it on this side. Make a piece that goes on here, and I can weld up 100% on both sides, and then I can stitch weld across the top. So that should cover all the areas, and really stiffen this plate up, let the engine not roll so much under vibration. What I did think is interesting is right here on the edges, it looks like it's been hitting something and grinding it off, but I don't know what it's been hitting and grinding it off. That must be when the kids take it. I don't know. This one's ground down a lot on this side. Let me get these pieces cut and fit in here, get the paint removed, and I'll get them tacked in. Got a gap underneath it. I'm going to use these to close the gap. Gap is closed. Now I'll weld it up, staggering both sides, try to keep it straight. It's set at 2.5 inches from this side. Alright, so I've got my 3 pieces welded in from the bottom, just stitched weld on the bottom, and I'll weld them up 100% on the edges on the top side. Not bad. Engine plate is done. Alright guys, so check it out. I've got the plate all welded in, kind of ground down. Yeah, I know you'll see these spots on my weld. I should have put some more right there. This weld, my tie-ins and starts are not that great, but the rest of it is decent. And the welder still has a problem with the liner. I never changed it, so my wire speed is not consistent. It comes and goes. But anyway, for the most part, it's done. Take a look at the bottom. Here's the bottom. Got the 3 bars in. They're welded, staggered welded in the middle. Looks pretty good. I like it. I think it's really going to stiffen the plate up a lot, not allow it to be so wavy when the engine's running. So I had the 5/16 mounting holes for the engine. The engine needed to go a little bit more to the left, so I went ahead and slotted the holes, the 5/16 holes. That'll give me the movement I need to go to the left side and better correct the chain alignment. For this part of it, I'm done. There's obviously a lot more to do. I still got to paint it, but I'm gonna wait because I'm also going to change the brake caliper mount. I'm going with let me get it. So for the brakes, I'll be going with, instead of the 7-inch rotor, it might be a little bit bigger than 7-inch, but I believe it's a 7-inch rotor, to a much larger 8-inch rotor. It's also quite a bit thicker. So these caliper mounts won't work. I'm gonna go ahead and take them off, and they'll have to adjust out for the extra area for the rotor. So that's gonna end this episode of DIY Willy on the engine plate. We stiffened it up. We added some extra weld. Hopefully we'll be a lot better off this way now. So what we're going to do next is, like I said, the brakes. We're going to step up to the larger 8-inch rotor, and probably the dual piston caliper, because this thing had trouble stopping, and I don't want that. It needs to stop. That 224 really plays hell with the brakes. So that'll be in the next episode. So I'm going to end this episode right here, and yeah, come back for DIY Willy for more mini bike content and modifications to the MM80 frame to accommodate the much larger engine and of course the larger brakes. I did see that there are some frame extensions available, and the price is right. I might look at getting a set of those before I finish so I can weld them on and extend the rear arm, or maybe I'll make my own because I'd like to have it adjustable. I may decide to make my own and have more adjustment in the chain because my chain's a little bit loose. So yeah, give it a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Next time on DIY Willy, new brakes, larger rotor. Maybe it'll stop. All right, bye.